Sweet Mountain Christmas is a really great film. This was released in 2019. It's directed by David Weaver and it's written by Brian Sawyer and Gregg Rossen. And we have a cast including Megan Hilty, Marcus Rosner, and Teryl Rothery. And Laney is a successful country singer. And her career is going more in a pop direction because it's basically go in this direction or your career is at risk of fizzling out. This means that she's no longer being true to herself, so she does have some conflicting thoughts about the direction of her career. And she goes home just before the holidays, but she's supposed to be leaving again before Christmas. And unfortunately, the weather is so terrible that she can't get out. The roads are closed, so she has to stay in her hometown in the days leading up to Christmas. And while she's trying to work on her music, she also reconnects with Robbie. And Robbie is an old flame, and they're not exactly on the best of terms to begin with. But as the film develops, they keep running into each other, and obviously there's a potential spark still there. But whether it becomes anything, I'm not going to say. And I really thoroughly enjoyed the narrative. There are a lot of different aspects to it. There are a lot of things that Laney has to juggle. And from start to finish, I thought it was a really compelling story with, yes, some unpredictable moments, but in some ways there are certain aspects that I maybe hadn't foreseen, and I rather enjoyed the story. It's quite festive. There are definitely a decent amount of Christmas activities and things, so in general, I don't have any complaints about this. I thought it worked really well as a story. Laney, as a character, I didn't love to begin with. And there were times throughout when I wasn't her biggest fan. She doesn't have the most welcoming personality. But at the same time, there were also times when she was really likable, and she's certainly a very well-written character. She's a very believable character. The performance is great. Everybody's performance, very good. And in particular, actually, I really want to mention the character of Emily, played by Renna. And she is actually the daughter of Laney's old high school friend. And when she meets Laney, she becomes so starstruck, and her performance was just so convincing. It was very, very well done. And as I said, everybody did a really great job with some very well-written characters. I love Robbie. I loved Robbie as a character. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. And then we have the Christmas aspect. Definitely a nice amount of Christmas, very festive. Some Christmas songs and some other music as well. Some obviously really great music as Laney does various performances. I have no complaints about this at all. I thought Sweet Mountain Christmas was a great narrative, very well executed, brilliant characters. Yes, Laney wasn't always the most likeable, but as I said, she was a very realistic, believable character. And it has a very heartwarming, Christmassy feel to it as well. So I'm very happy. I thoroughly enjoyed this. And if it sounds like a film that might appeal to you, then I'd say that Sweet Mountain Christmas is one that's definitely worth watching.